When I was 16, I had my first serious girlfriend, Emma. We lived in one of those neighborhoods where nothing ever seemed to happen. The streets were lined with expensive houses, perfectly trimmed lawns, and decorative street lights that stayed on all night. Her house was only a few blocks from mine, so I usually walked over whenever we wanted to hang out. One Friday night during summer break, Emma invited me over to watch a movie. It was already close to midnight when I left my house, but my parents weren't strict about curfews, so I didn't think much of it. The neighborhood was unusually quiet. No cars, no people, just the distant sound of sprinklers running somewhere in the darkness. About halfway there, I heard something behind me. At first, it sounded like leaves rustling. I glanced over my shoulder, but didn't stop walking. There was nothing there except a row of hedges separating the sidewalk from the houses. I told myself it was probably a cat or some other animal moving through the bushes. A minute later, I heard it again. This time it was louder. Not rustling, movement, like something quickly pushing through branches. I stopped and turned around. The street was completely empty. The orange glow from the streetlight stretched across the pavement, revealing every inch of road behind me. No cars, no people, nothing. My stomach tightened. I started walking faster. The rest of the neighborhood suddenly felt different. Every house seemed dark. Every shadow seemed deeper than it should have been. Then I heard it. A footstep. Not mine. A second step followed. Then silence. I spun around. Nothing. I couldn't see anyone. I was only 2 blocks from Emma's house now, but I was starting to feel genuinely scared. I pulled out my phone and called her. She answered immediately. "You're almost here, right?" she asked. "Yeah," I said, "but I swear someone's behind me." She laughed at first, thinking I was joking. "I'm serious." That was when another sound came from somewhere behind me, a metallic clink, like someone accidentally kicking a fence. Emma heard it through the phone. Okay, that's creepy. I picked up my pace even more. Soon I could see her house at the end of the street. The porch light was on. I felt relief wash over me. I was maybe 30 seconds away. Then Emma suddenly went quiet. Wait. Her voice had changed. What? Don't turn around. I froze. What do you mean? She didn't answer for a second. I could hear her breathing. Then she said, "Just keep walking." Every hair on my arm stood up. Emma. There was someone standing behind a tree across the street. My heart dropped. What? I can see them from my bedroom window. I finally looked. The tree was about 50 feet behind me. At first I saw nothing. Then the figure stepped out. A man, tall, wearing dark clothes, completely motionless. The second our eyes met, he started walking toward me. Not running, walking. Fast. I sprinted. My phone flew out of my hand and hit the sidewalk. I didn't stop. I ran straight for Emma's front door. The footsteps behind me got faster. Closer. I could hear them. I reached the porch and started slamming my fists against the door. The handle turned. Emma's dad yanked me inside. The door slammed shut behind me. A split second later, something hit the other side. Hard. We all jumped. Emma's dad immediately locked the deadbolt and looked through the peephole. The man was standing on the porch, just staring. Not moving, not speaking, just staring through the glass. The police arrived about 10 minutes later. By then he was gone. They searched the neighborhood but never found him. The creepiest part came the next morning. When officers reviewed security footage from a nearby house, they discovered the man had been following me since I left my driveway. He stayed just out of sight the entire walk. Whenever I turned around, he would duck behind bushes, trees, parked cars, anything he could hide behind. The footage showed something else, too. Several times during the walk, he got close enough that he could have reached out and touched my shoulder. But he never did. He just followed, waiting. And to this day, I still wonder what would have happened if Emma hadn't looked out her bedroom window at exactly the right moment.